used. So now this is open. Let's have Visible Jack in again. Is this reset? No. Yeah, there's no other place we can go here. Wait, have I gone here before? Now I'm confused. Have I gone here? No. Okay. Summon the assassin though. Sure, just shoot that guy. Maybe we hit. It's fine. This is a melee dude anyway, so he has to come close to us. Okay, did increase the system trace, but we should be able to do suppression now. And my assassin should be able to kill this guy, no problem. Okay, that sucks. Just try assassinate. It's fine if we miss. I guess I should have done sniff first, and then done the other thing. Yeah, there's just only one enemy. Well, I hope I don't hit this guy. I hope I don't hit this guy by mistake. Okay, we missed him. And it doesn't seem like he cares about me. Okay. Oh shit! Didn't realize this. I guess I should have realized this though. You walk here first, so this guy's kind of in the open. You do a tar blaster, yeah. Very nice. Aha! So yeah, I did miss something. Not sure about the gas stuff though. Too bad I can't just click a button to say, hey, you know what? I know I have the password here, so U4N big Y big U. Okay. U4N big Y big U. Ah. So we get some pay data. Okay. What about those? Oh wait, can I do the pipes now then? Oh, maybe that's the thing. Let's try to look at the pipes now. No. Okay. Let's go this way then. Did what we were supposed to get. We got what we were supposed to get, so it's fine. Excellent, Fist. We have arrived. Practice straightens himself up, smoothing out the front of his jacket. We should make certain to find the auto repair prototype while we're here. I'm sure it will be around here somewhere. Good. Then it won't be too much work to pick it up on our way. Thank you very much for this assistance. Okay, so we have a lot of stuff. Plant the camera footage, plant financial data, gain access to the main lab, retrieve the auto repair unit. Why do anything else? It would be nice to look at some other stuff. Taylor's office, there's the elevators there. These two offices are here. This is locked, there's an open door here. It's probably where the prototype is. Let's go here first, because I saw a matrix checkpoint here. The server cluster handles the local records and systems for floor 27. Undoubtedly, the building-wide systems back up this data, but anything occurring here will be fed to the larger Addis Asia servers. This makes it a perfect place to upload the worm and faked camera footage, yeah. A few moments later, the chip flashes a green light, indicating that camera records for floor 27 will now show footage of Golden Fong meeting with Dr. Taylor Hardingham. I want to do this. Visible, do it. We do keep the system trace. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. So this is the same. This is the same matrix. So we're gonna have some Valve stuff going on here. Shutter controls. Laser laboratory shutter controls. Shutters must be closed during energy emittance testing. Failure to close shutters and grounds for immediate disciplinary action. Shutter controls are currently also closing the security room shutters. I've talked to maintenance about it, but they haven't had a chance to fix it yet. So bear in mind, when you close the shutters for laser testing, security cannot respond, as the side door auto-locks. Make sure nobody goes in or out of the main lab while the shutters are down. Oh. Yeah, I want to close the shutters. Wait, no, let's have everyone come in first. Laser test in progress. Anastasia Directed Energy Weapons Laboratory Annex. Aut viam inveniam aut faciam. Please direct your query. Search for auto repair project. Attention, all information contained herein is considered secret or con. Duplication of files forbidden. Authorized eyes only. Select file. Let's see. Security, safety, progress. Desert Wars field testing. Congratulations everyone! Aris Europe's given us the go-ahead in entering the Griffin drone prototypes into this season of Desert Wars. Between the auto-repair circuitry, the MP laser prototypes, and the self-organizing threat assessment programs, I think we've got a great chance at being one of the standout stars this season. Obviously, we have a lot of work to do between now and the kickoff event, so I'm expecting plenty of crunch time. I know each and every one of you wants this as much as I do. It's hard for me to express how proud I am of this team and all the hard work you've put in over the past year. If we can pull this off, we're positioned to be one of the biggest teams in security drone hardware in the past 10 years. We buckle down and put in the hours required. I know we can do it. Glenviet's my office. Come get some. Proctor grunts softly when he speaks. He sounds almost sad. Well, how far you've fallen. When we worked together, you'd never have written this kind of limp corporate missive. We all cared enough about our work, yet we never had to motivate a team like this. Become a management tool of Aris Macrotech. I doubt there's much left of the passionate young researcher I knew. You think he's lost his edge? Not as such. I believe he's still quite capable as a researcher, but when you spend all of your time managing a budget or organizing your team, when time is left to do the actual work, the reason you got into the field in the first place, no, thank you. That is a disgusting world. Self-reorganization subroutine bugs. Hey Ian, I'm encountering a worrying bug in the latest multi-drone mesh network tests. After checking on it, I'm pretty sure it originates on the self-organization subroutines. When the Griffin drones go into self-diagnostic mode and start sharing their telemetry data after field activity, they stop responding to external commands. Even kicking the debugger over to admin mode won't stop them. Looks like they're not responding to outside commands because they're identifying activity orders as non-critical in comparison to their attempts to share and learn from each other's telemetry. It's downright spooky. They tried to push me out of a room during one of the tests because one started firing the on-share cleanup basecamp function, and the rest picked up on it. They identified me as an object to be removed from the secure space, and the worst part is that the trigger condition was me trying to shut down the mesh network. I don't know, Ian. I don't like the idea of drones making value judgments about administrator orders. I'd like to strip out the self-organization code for future tests until I can debug it. I understand that we are trying to play catch-up with Renraku on the pseudo-intelligence front, but the fallout of this bug spreads out. If this bug spreads out, it could be pretty catastrophic. Dr. Yan. Wait on the next test. Just a heads up for the team. Hold on further self-organization tests until you get the all clear from me, Taylor, or Yan. There's a bug where the drone network refuses external orders while they're pursuing their self-generated activities. Data sharing, learning, battle examination, etc. It's nothing critical, but it's nothing critical, it's very critical. But it's going to make debugging all the systems a pain in the ass until we get it sorted out. General tests are still a go. 10 to 1 they're still using my old code. It sounds like the same kind of bug I encountered during my early tests in Moscow. Rector runs a hand through his hair, squinting at the computer screen from over your shoulder. The problem is they are trying to give orders to the drones while the drones have prioritized their own desires over those of the end user. They'll never respond as long as they're in group reflection mode. They're still working off your code? How long ago was that? 6 years. I spent most of that in Berlin, running with a hell of a street samurai. I got out before she did, before the Flux state went under. No idea if Lucky Strike got out or not, but I expect she did. I was never the best programmer of the team, but after my accident I went back to my old self-organization code to revise it. A new perspective helped, honestly. The deeper I got into data sharing and self-development code, the more I came to realize that it was impossible to build a truly independent drone system as simple as weighing order priority. Checking from A to B to C is functional but inelegant. My solution was to create a system of interlocking desires and motivations that shift and change over time. The only overriding principle is that both Koshchei and I must work together to solve problems. That's a novel approach. That's why it works as well. As you increase independence, so too is danger increased. If Koshchei determined the best method of preserving my life was to shoot me in the leg, it would do so. And I would likely allow that to happen. Koshchei's senses and analytical capabilities are superior to my own, at least in terms of battlefield threat assessment. Oh. And recent messages. Attention, all information contained herein is... Yeah. Olympics cancelled. Can't think and believe it, Young. After spending overtime and money tracking down tickets to the 2016 Neo Tokyo Olympics, the UIC's cancelled them entirely. Some crap about not having enough participants. I guess a ton of countries pulled out in protest over Japan's treatment of metahumans and the way they've handled their holdings in California. I mean, yeah, I'm all for equality, but the Olympics? That's about brotherly love, the spirit of cooperation, and the unity of mankind. I can't imagine anyone using them for such transparently political purposes. It breaks my heart. Jia, can you put these reports back to my desk? On my desk. I was hoping to take a look at your power output test data sometime soon. I'm going to be in and out of the office all day. So just let yourself in and put them on my desk. The code is 98144. Dr. Taylor. We didn't get a thing that tells us that we get the code, so I just wrote it down. Oh, now we have it. Good to know. Lab safe, hello. Safe status locked. There's a small keycard slot on the side of the safe. A red light blew softly next to it, indicating the safe is still locked. Okay. Wait, I thought when the shutters are down... Oh! Okay, I thought these are gonna be locked. And security can't respond, but I guess there's some other door somewhere. Was it to Taylor's office? There's a barely audible click and the door unlocks. Very nice. Taylor's computer. User, Dr. Taylor, P. RS Asia Holdings wishes you a productive day. Let's plumb the data. After a few moments, the data chip's light flashes green, indicating the data has been uploaded. Project records. Red line, prototype directory active, authorized user only. Remember, security is everyone's business. The briefing. Attention, RS Asia Holdings employees and residents. Last week, night errant officers responsible for the security of this facility received several reports of suspicious activity in the public area of the building. At 13:31 last Tuesday, security footage shows a show approximately 28 years of age entering the public mezzanine areas of the building. The subject was seen attempting to gain access to restricted areas. The subject exited the facility before Knight Errant could intercept and question him. Reports from Ares citizenry indicates the subject was asking about research labs working on directed energy weapons. Several hours later, the subject was seen re-entering the building from a side entrance, wearing a custodial uniform. Knight Errant guards attempted to detain the subject, but during their arrest attempt, both guards were severely injured. Any employee or resident should contact security immediately if they see a stroll. Do not attempt to detain him or interact with him in any way. The subject is considered highly dangerous. So there's another team that wants my laser gun. But I'm gonna be honest. Because there's supposed to be a bonus karma point for letting stuff happen. But if that loses me my gun and money, basically, because I'm gonna sell the gun, I think I probably want to sacrifice that karma point I could get. There's a note attached from Knight Errant Security. Dr. Taylor, it's come to our attention that you have not been treating this threat with the seriousness we believe it deserves. Please remember that the safety of your person and your research is not solely your concern. A strike against you is a strike against all of Ares macro technology. And engaging in off-site entertainment from now on, we would request that you travel with our group. Thank you. Emitter aperture refinement. I had to change the emitter and focusing array in our latest MP4 Redline prototype. Prior to this, we were using the same emitter arrays as the MP Laser 3, since it's a proven design. Unfortunately, the array is too large to continue using at this point, and there's a legacy software that we need to update. The largest problem is that the outer lens is 3mm too large for our new housing. In light of that, I've commissioned 20 new focusing arrays. They've been manufactured in Detroit, but should arrive next week at the latest. Fabrication technique is the same type that we acquired from Zeiss last year. It should give us superior beam coherence, even in high dust and fog situations. Personal notes on MP Laser 1 research. I've been going back through the files from Ares Arms research from the original MP Laser. A lot of the work was done by one Dr. Elliot Mills Fargo. Unfortunately, Mills Fargo is dead. From what I can gather, his son killed him during a drunken argument. What's curious is that most of the research files have been heavily redacted. Still very curious. It's almost as if Ares Arms doesn't want anyone to know anything about the initial research. Very curious, given that we're all supposed to be working towards the same thing, aren't we? From what I can gather, Mills Fargo has had a radically different design philosophy than Hardingham and I. Most of Mills Fargo's notes indicate he was primarily interested in purely vector soliton fiber lasers, rather than our own doped matrix doped, whatever, matrix technology. From what I understand, that's also the basis of the Winter System's own attempts at man-portable laser solutions. I can't find any evidence of how they would have developed that technology without access to Mills Fargo's work, though. Curious. Oh wait, no. We're supposed to look at the email. Okay. You killjoy. Hardingham, I cannot believe you. Did you tattoo on me tonight, Errant, saying I'd blown off the security brief and ran to go drink alone? I'm a senior researcher, not a bloody prisoner. If I decide to go have a drink on my own, that's my business. Besides, Central and Admiralty are both crawling with police at any hour. AAA secure. For God's sake, Taylor. But listen, H, I really do hear what you're saying about security, and I promise I'm not taking it lightly. I was thinking we could hit up that pawn after the meeting tomorrow. I've got 8 or so takers from the lab, and Knight Errant promised to loan us a low-profile bodyguard to make sure nothing goes awry. How does that sound to you, Taylor? Door code. You changed your door code while you were out on vacation. The chips got a little fried when someone forgot to close the shutters in the laser lab, and they were testing one of the new emitters. Okay. Project 2231. One of the researchers downstairs hit me up in a meeting about supporting something called Project 2231. It's headquartered in the Algonquin Manitou Council, some godforsaken black site called Complex 68G. I guess it has something to do with that debacle in Chicago. Research into cleaning up the CEZ and whatnot. I thought it'd be nice if we could give them a hand. Just lend them a prototype or the specs. Let them test the laser out there. Okay, what was the code again? 23847. Hardingham's computer. Okay, records. That's a lot of stuff to read. Yeah, red line, yeah, power output. Preliminary reports aren't good. You can miniaturize the aperture and emission array from the MP Lasers 3. And it's definitely possible to get down to a handheld size, but that's never been a problem. Energy density is the core concern. Our batteries just aren't up to snuff if we shrink them down to pistol size. Without the MP Laser 3's battery pack, we'll be lucky if we ever find a way to break 6 or 7 shots. It's a terrible problem, and one of the boys over in materials science has been dragging their feet on. I've been checking into using some of the new dual-phase batteries, but cost seems prohibitive. I've made a note to Director Hui, asking if we could get some help from the Ares Arms Europe. And the Firelands research teams made a great deal of headway using staged graphene capacitors. Maybe there's something we could learn from them, Hardingham. What do you think? That's the same one we saw. Yeah, that's the same one we saw. Drone integration. These appear to be Dr. Hardingham's notes on attaching the prototype to security drones. Things proceed apace. Assuming a standard medium drone like the Inquisitor or Rover 9230 models, the drone provides sufficient power to enable the prototype effectively unlimited bursts, though there's a 30-second charge time if the capacitors are drained rapidly. The small size of a emitter lens also means that the prototype can be mounted modularly or internally as the platform dictates. For smaller drone sizes, the output is more restricted, but still valuable. Charge times increase to between 2 and 5 minutes, assuming standard battery power. This does, unfortunately, reduce the drone's loiter time. The shot reduces the loiter time by approximately 2.5 minutes. More than enough for a sustained engagement, but somehow something we'll want to keep an eye on. I believe we can increase efficiency in these cases by including a supercooling medium, liquid nitrogen or the like, to reduce the heat pump's draw from the power systems. Maybe something like we worked out for the Sentinel P-series berths. An email. Killjoy. Taylor, I don't think you're taking this security breach seriously enough. Bloody Troll tried to waltz into the building not just once but twice. He beat up some of the bully boys downstairs, and he's definitely after our work. And you want to waltz off to the pub like nothing happened? At least you go in a group, man. Cheating bastard. Listen, I don't know how you managed to beat me in that last game, but I know you're cheating. All the data checks out, but I can't believe your aim's suddenly gotten so much better than mine. When I find out what hack you cooked up, you're going to owe me 50 million. Either that, or your characters are going to be wearing bright green lime costumes from now on. Oh, they're playing some kind of tabletop game, huh? Leaking vents. Oh. Dr. Taylor, we appreciate your concern about the threat neutralization system leaking from your office vent. Oh, actually, there is a vent. Your safety and the safety of the lab are our topmost priorities until we can get maintenance to inspect the valve. You can access the security control for vent 3 via the matrix. The blocker IC code is Cortex 3's. Cortex 3's, and this is a 3, so it's probably vent 3, yeah? Should any further leaks occur, please contact us again. Pub time. Okay, Taylor, if you've gotten 8 people and a bodyguard together for a pint or 2 after we have our meeting, I'm game. Sorry about being so testy earlier. I just don't relish the idea of being beaten to a bloody pulp by some trog with an interest in my research. Hardingham. No, I thought we could go there, but no.